Oh, well, hey, babe. It's Jamie. That's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Listen, let's go ahead and get into us a quick chat. All right, y'all. First things first, we got to go ahead and send out our congratulations to Gloria Govan and Derek Fisher. Okay, you guys are familiar with Gloria Govan and her sister Laura from Basketball Wives, right? She also was or it still is the baby mama of Matt Barnes. But I don't think they ever got married. I believe they were always engaged, but I don't think they ever got to a place where they got married, right? Well, Derek Fisher and Matt Barnes played on the same team at one point. And when Derek decided to go behind Matt's back and get with his baby mama, okay, Matt had he showed his arse, okay? I think him and Derek got into a fight, honey. It was a lot going on. All right, I think Matt could have even got locked up or something surrounding that situation. So they have been, they were going at it. But then I guess as Matt was continuing to move on and continuing to have more kids with other individuals, he got to a place where he was just okay with their relationship. Like, it's whatever. So now they are at a place where they were looking to get married. And I guess the marriage was delayed due to the pandemic. So now they are actually having their wedding. So congratulations to Miss Gloria Govan and her boo, Derek Fisher. Okay. And speaking of the Basketball Wives, honey, let's go ahead and switch gears on another set of Basketball Wives. Now, we do know that Basketball Wives will be coming back. Okay. I think I saw like a photo of DJ Duffy. I don't know if she had yellow or orange hair in her head, but she had some color hair in her head and she was all done up with her makeup and stuff. So obviously it looks like she over there getting ready to film her confessional, because season 10 is definitely going down, okay, with Basketball Wives. Now, whether or not their viewership is going to continue to go down, IDK, because it damn sure went down on the last season. Hello, because that was some bull, if you ask me. So they have a few ladies that actually will not be returning to the cast going into the next season. And one of the individuals is OG. You guys know that OG had a very explosive season. I believe that was season 8. Very explosive, where she was calling the ladies out for who they were, and they could not handle her mouth at all. They could not handle OG. They thought they were going to be able to bring her in on some bully activity, and that was just not the case at all, okay? So that went on to season 9, where they tried to get her to recant her statements and take back words of calling certain individuals, racist or colorist, or just speaking about her experience. They wanted her to kind of like denounce that, and she wasn't willing to do that. She wasn't willing to binge. Shawnee didn't even take the time out to go and actually have a sit-down conversation with OG herself. If anything, Miss Shawnee decided to do a separate little platform with Mark Lamont Hill, and y'all know how I be feeling about him, okay? She did a sit-down with him where she didn't fully address any of the issues dealing with OG, even though she said she would have a sit down with OG. She never gave her that opportunity. She sent her minions over there to talk to OG in season 9. So unfair to her. So I can just tell how that season went, that OG was not going to be back. I feel like because OG signed another contract, they wanted OG to just show up, give us this BS season, and let's go ahead and wrap it up so we can wrap up her season and move on to the next thing. That's what I feel like they were doing. In addition to that, I just feel like OG should move on. Like, they ain't offering a whole lot over there, girl. They ain't talking about nothing. They're going to continue to bring you down through there as much as you're on this show, even though we all know that you can hold your own. At sometimes emotionally, it's just too damn much, okay? So I could tell either OG was going to make the decision to no longer be a part of it, or the network was going to try to part ways with Miss OG. And it looks like that's what's happening here, and she will not be a part of season 10. In addition to that, I haven't really seen OG on social media for some time. I follow OG, so I'm not sure what's going on, but I hope that everything is all over there in OG's world, as I have not really seen her on social media lately. Next up, who we have Phoebe, what's her name? Phoebe. We have Phoebe. Phoebe is the individual that's not going to be on there either. I'm not mad about that. Phoebe over here, she likes to do She likes to do her little raps from the cars and stuff on Instagram. And I mean, that's how a lot of girls got found out about. Okay, that's how a lot of girls got put on from rapping in their cars, honey. But her bars aren't that amazing to me. But I'm sure she has some fans that are definitely going to enjoy it. All right, but she will not be giving her talent to us on Basketball Wives or any other viewers that they may have. She will not be back. Am I surprised? I am a little bit, because I thought that she was a fave of Miss Shawnee, so I was expecting her to probably be back, although I cared to not see her. Miss Phoebe tried to give some type of storyline last season. Poor her. Poor her, because nobody was really featuring it, and by the time she made it to the house, girl, the season was over, honey. Okay, so yikes. She tried to give them a little bit. It didn't work out, so she won't be a part of it. Another individual that will not be a part of next season is going to be Kristen Scott. Okay, now they're saying that Kristen Scott will be parting ways with VH1's Basketball Wives. Kristen Scott, she's also married to a former lead coach, Thomas Scott. Okay, she joined the series during its 7th season. A representative for Kristen Scott exclusively issued a statement. Kristen is very grateful for the opportunity she had with Basketball Wives. Currently, she is focusing on other endeavors with family, and she launched her children's book called Broccoli Hair. So that's cute. You know, she has a little girl, so that's cute that she's going to be off doing other things. Now, I did not care for Kristen's character on Basketball Wives, but we'll see how she is out here, you know, in other areas. We'll see if I end up liking her. And y'all know Real Housewives of ATL been over there in shambles, honey. They've been over there scrambling, trying to get people. I'm wondering, what are y'all thoughts if they should interview Miss Kristen now that she over here in Atlanta and she's an actual wife? Okay. What are you all's thoughts about her probably being interviewed for Real Housewives of Atlanta? Now, I'm not saying, I didn't hear that from Noel. Ain't nobody, this is not, this ain't what the blogs are saying. This is just me asking a question. What are you guys' thoughts about that? And I'm only saying that because they was just scrambling, trying to find a cast for the next season. And I'm wondering what you guys' thoughts are if Miss Kristen would have been on the next season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Why she here? Okay, so they act like ain't nobody here, honey, to be added to these reality shows. Okay, they may have to recycle them from another network, try and bring them on over. Okay, but we're gonna go ahead and move on. All right, let's go ahead and talk about y'all girl, Miss Mia. Actually, before we get to Mia, let's talk about what Miss Gizelle had to say about Mia. Gizelle did a quick little exclusive with the Shade Room, and she had some choice words to say about Miss Mia. Not all of it. It's not bad for real, but I want you guys to go ahead and check this out because I love coming to you guys with some audio. Okay, so go ahead and check out what Miss Gizelle had to say about her newest castmate, Mia Thornton. Get into this.
A new face, a new cast member, Mia Thornton.
Yes.
Okay, what were your initial thoughts of her?
Okay, so initially, y'all, what I got initially is what y'all got initially. You know, she told me every body part she changed, and I had only met her for 7 minutes.
That was a lot.
That was a lot. I was like, whoa. But I did appreciate her honesty, and it was like so refreshing because a lot of times people come on these shows and they want to be somebody that they're not, right?
Yeah.
We've seen that. So she was just like running it down, like this is who I am and this is what I've done. So I appreciated it for sure. But
Yeah.
I can say that with me, she had a bit of a rocky start, and we'll see that play out. But I think Mia is a great addition to the show. She and I are, you know, as the season progressed, we understood why we had a rocky start. Yeah.
So I want to know how that relationship has come to be as far as Mia and Gizelle. Obviously, Gizelle and Robyn take a strong liking to Miss Wendy. I'm wondering if they got, I'm sorry, not Miss Wendy, but Miss Mia. I'm wondering if they got closer after Mia and Wendy start going at it. What really caused them to get closer? Maybe she just decided to hang out with her more, and maybe she connects with the personality of Gizelle and Robyn. Maybe that's what it is, but I'm very interested in seeing how the two start off rocky and then get together. Because right now, I don't see it starting off no rockier than what Miss Mia out here giving Miss Wendy. Okay, and Miss Mia is really already on some. I like Gizelle. I want to get to know Gizelle. Gizelle has a good heart. So I don't know how y'all start off a little rocky when it seems like she's been on your team this whole time. Okay, but speaking of Miss Mia and her over here going at it with somebody, child, y'all know not too long ago, Miss Wendy had to collect Miss Mia about her not knowing her age and calling her out for being a stripper or whatever. And then Miss Wendy had to tell her after Mia, had said her piece about woo child, whatever. Miss Wendy said, girl, I'm not really calling you out for being a stripper. I'm calling you out for being a liar. That's what I'm calling you out about, right? Well, after this happened, I guess Mia decided she was going to pull up some more information to come back at Miss Wendy, okay? So she decides to let her know, girl, listen, okay? Thornton's birth name was Mia Nicole Fields, all right? She also says that she was born on November 25th, 1984. She was born in Maryland. Then in the caption, she decides to say defamation of character. Do you understand what this means, Professor? Question mark. Robyn said, LOL, girl, what did I miss? What happened? And then Mia says, sis implied I lied about my age. And I was like, how is that defamation? How is that defamation of character? I don't know about that one, Mia, and I'm surprised that Dr. Wendy didn't respond back and collect her on the definition of defamation of character. Calling somebody a liar, I don't think that's a defamation of character, but y'all let me know because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know something, but I don't think, that's defaming someone's character by calling them a liar. That right there didn't really necessarily collect for me. I believe this post was actually made a day after they got into it. So they got into it like yesterday or something, or the day before. And then here it is, Miss Mia is coming back and saying something else like 24 hours later. And I'm like, girl, okay, listen, I have been team Mia, girl, but I'm just gonna call things how it is, all right? Something ain't right. It's giving me looking for a moment. Okay, it's giving me forcing a beef. Like, I don't understand what this, it's not connecting for me. You don't get, it's 24 hours. It's past due. What made you come out here and respond when Wendy had already said everything she needed to say by calling you a liar? And then you respond all these many hours later, girl, and you want to try and get Miss Wendy together. Honey, is it me? It's me. It's me. So I'm not connected. I didn't understand. I'm like, okay, we not past that. Oh, okay then. So you had to let her know. Okay then. I mean, that's fine, girl. Do what you want to do. That's your life, girl. That's your age. Okay. And I'm definitely a person that felt as though you was lying about your age too, because when I looked at you, I was like, you look much older than what you are. But girl, if you got the facts and listen, you say you 36, girl, enough said you 36, ain't it? Okay. That's fine. All right. Now let's go ahead and move on to Miss Fallon. I want to talk about Miss Fallon real quick because Fallon has been going on this press tour. She's been interviewing with different individuals. The interview that she did with Fox Soul was pretty upbeat, much more different than what she did with Adam. And then she just did another interview recently on YouTube with Tissa Tales, and I hope I said her name right. She just did another interview with her. It's about a 2-hour interview. I did not capture a lot of notes from that 2 hour, but there were just a few things that I wanted to just speak on or whatnot. This particular interview, she was very dry. Very, very dry. I think she was just frustrated, honestly, from the interview that she had with Fox Soul and how when she tried to explain the timeline, things did not add up. It did not make sense. It damn sure did not make sense for me. But I do think when she sat down with Tissa, it kind of helped, because Tissa was able to regurgitate what Fallon was saying for individuals that may not have understood what all she was saying. So Tissa was able to follow that timeline of what Fallon was saying, and everything fell in alignment. Like, okay, now I feel like certain things definitely make sense. The only thing that I still stand true on as far as what doesn't make sense is when you say that you feel as though Simon, I thought he was better than that, or I didn't think he was this type of guy or whatever. And then you also turn around and talk about how he was narcissistic and the ways that he treated you within the marriage. That would make me think that you should also be able to expect just that. You should know him enough to know that's his stilo, okay? If that's how he moves, okay? She talked about how he got her a publicist and he was supposed to be putting her in a magazine, and he got mad at her and he snatched her out of the magazine and it was all about him. Okay, so she says that he hated her being on Real Housewives, but I'm like, you also said that he was watching Real Housewives, so he knew more information than you. So she says she thinks that he hated she was on there, and I'm like, no, I think he actually liked it. I think that he liked it a lot. I think he was very strategic about what he was doing, and him being with Portia makes a lot of sense. He loves the attention. He loves the attention. And she kind of mentioned it, like he likes to go hang out. He likes to do certain things. Like Simon is loving all of this attention that it is bringing him. Like, come on now. What else did she say? Let me go ahead and see what else. Okay, she goes back to talking about how, you know, they tried to rekindle things back in January, okay, when the 13th came of February, because they tried to rekindle things by going to Costa Rica. February 13th came around. They were supposed to be together, but they weren't. She hung out with another married couple, so she was third wheel. He was out partying. They ended up linking up later on that night, and then that's when he flew out. Girl, this man flew out, and he was gone for 2 months. I said, who did what? He was gone for 2 months, never to return to the home again. Not only did he leave, according to Miss Fallon, he left her at the house with the kids. And honestly, I feel like that's the norm. I feel like that's the norm. I definitely feel like that's the norm. I feel like he always about left that lady with his kids, because he was always on the go, 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 go. He always trying to party, party, party. Okay, that's what it's giving me. Now, I did see recently where he has posted photos of his kids on his social media page, and underneath one of the comments, he said something like, oh, well, thank God for my staff, because I wouldn't be able to do this and that without them and all that. And I'm like, okay, for me, that's confirmation that you don't really be doing with your kids, because number one, you never really posted them. And I mean, I don't post my son like that. My son be with me every day. I don't post my child like that, so I don't really fault him for not posting his kids, but it's just interesting that now that she's calling you out for her actually being there for your kids more than you are, now you want to start posting your kids, and then you want to talk about how you got help from the people that work for you and stuff. Once again, that makes sense too, because you're trying to give so much credit to them, because if you've actively been doing things with your kids, you wouldn't need people to plan stuff. These kids grown as hell. You would have done enough activities with them to know how to get certain things organized for y'all to take trips and shit. Does that make sense to me? It do. Okay, y'all let me know if it makes sense to y'all. Okay, so I mean, I think that there was some truth in what Miss Fallon was saying about that. What else did she say? She addressed the footage of Jalen. She said that they had a broken door on the house. The reason that I guess she went out that night and Jalen went with her or whatever, and he was an assistant to her. She also has another assistant. She told him, get it around on that side. Get it around on that side and see if that door is working. Okay, see what's going on with that door, because typically he uses that door. She wants him to go that way. So she also said she had her family in town. I think it was her mom, her uncle and stuff. So she had family in town. They come and go or whatever. And so that's the footage that we saw. The footage was not of them cheating. The footage was of him having to go around on the side to check a door. But Simon used that, as he told her he was going to use it once he found out she was dating a celebrity. He was going to use that to put out the narrative that she is out here cheating on him. And when I thought about that, I'm like, that definitely sounds like a man that be out here cheating. You know how like when your partner probably doing something and they be trying to put it off on you, and it's like, I ain't doing none of that. You must be speaking from some shit you got going on, okay? So he was speaking from his own, okay? So I believe that of what she was saying. What else did we learn? We learned that Jalen was actually during the time frame that Simon wanted to say that they were cheating, I guess from April to March to April or May, somewhere in there, 2 to 3 months, this boy was locked up. He was arrested for something that happened a long time ago. So the time frame of how Simon was trying to put out there how many months she was pregnant or her being pregnant, whatever, that couldn't have been possible because he hasn't even been around because he was locked up. Okay, and it sounds like Tissa had already did some research on that to even know what was going on to begin with. Okay, so that's why I say, even though it don't like sound right, don't seem like Fallon is 100% clean, it damn sure ain't like saying that Simon is vindicated in any fashion, because you still filed as well as Portia. And I said what I said. Okay, so what else did we have going on this? Let me see. Oh, yeah, she talked about the fact that when she was supposed to be out of the house, according to the prenup, she had 30 days to be leaving to get out of the home. He was trying to rush her to hurry up and get up out the house. And the therapist pleaded with him to give her 15 days, gave her that. She also talked about how he put her in a townhome. She told us her credit was shot. And I was like, not your credit being shot. Not your credit being shot when Simon said you got money, honey. Not that girl. He said you got plenty of money, honey, and you knew what you was doing. Okay, you over here owning petroleum businesses and all this and that, and your credit was shot. I guess, girl, I guess that makes sense. Because during the pandemic, a lot of these corporations, honey, be out here flexing like they got, and they up here laying people off because they was afraid. They was struggling. They didn't really have the coins like that. Oh, okay. So, I mean, maybe the same thing could apply for you too, girl. Maybe your credit was a little shot. You could overextend it yourself. I don't know. She said it's good now, though. She says that it's good now, but she was definitely worried about being out of the house. He wasn't trying to help her. And she had to plead with him too. Like, if you want me out this house, then NIGGA, baby, you're going to have to help me. Okay, so he did put her up in a townhome for a year. Once she got her credit straight, within 2 months or however long, she said she got the hell out of Dodge. She didn't even ask the rental person for the money back. Girl, I don't even know if the people know she the moved. Girl, them people probably think Miss Fallon's still in that house, girl. Okay, ain't no telling. So she did talk about that. What else did we learn? I feel like, yeah, that's pretty much all of the notes that I had from it. Not a whole lot that I cared to capture or whatnot, but I think that Tissa did a pretty good job on that interview with Fallon. I think she kept the energy the entire time, even though Miss Fallon was drained by it. She says that this is going to be her last time discussing it. She's going to not do any more interviews, but I really think that's because she was so upbeat in the last interview with Fox Soul, and a lot of things that she said kind of got misconstrued, and we were confused because our damn show was confused. So I'm glad that Tissa went back and did this interview with her. But I think that I think she was so drained. Like, whenever Tissa would mention Fox Soul, you can kind of see the facial expressions of Fallon kind of go down because she was really over it. I think she cringes from thinking about that interview, you know. And now people are looking at her like, oh, you're not telling the truth. Oh, you're a liar. Oh, you guys are doing the same exact thing to each other or whatnot. But it seems like Simon was doing that thing actually way before Miss Fallon and he made the decision to fully separate. Okay, so yeah, that's that on that. She also confirmed a few other things, but I'm not gonna get into it. I'm gonna let you guys go on over there to Tissa Tales YouTube page, and y'all go ahead and check out everything that she had to say. Watch that interview, and hopefully you guys get an even more clear understanding of what's going on with Fallon, Simon, and Portia. And if you don't care, that's fine as well. But that's all that I have. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.